Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. And we begin with a Big Apple dust-up over a furry little groundhog. On February 2nd every year, the Staten Island Zoo in New York shows off Chuck, the less famous cousin of Pennsylvania's Punxsutawney Phil. Like everything these days, Chuck's weather prediction of 6 more weeks of winter or an early spring had to be done virtually, but viewers apparently thought they'd be getting a real-time look at the rodent reveal because it was billed as a Facebook Live event. The pre-recorded jig was up, though, when the marmot sauntered out of his den into bright sunshine at the very moment a nor'easter was dumping 2 feet of snow up and down the East Coast. The internet was not happy, with many who tuned in asking the same thing. How do you fake a Groundhog's Day prediction? Interestingly, Chuck went for an early spring, while Phil, who did his duty live, opted for a longer winter. One of the biggest outdoor events since the start of the pandemic is now just days away. Ahead of kickoff on Sunday, the NFL announced that the Super Bowl stands will include 25,000 real fans sitting alongside 30,000 cutouts to help the stadium look full. All who enter will get a personal game day PPE kit, which includes a mandatory mask, hand sanitizer, and wipes. The CDC is urging the rest of us to watch it at home with family instead of in crowds. It's also got a tough ask for football fans anxious to see the sport's GOAT face off against the sport's future, namely to avoid shouting, cheering, or singing as much as possible. In the interest of speeding up the shot process, President Biden is cutting out the middleman. Yesterday, his administration announced it will start shipping 1 million vaccines a week straight to pharmacies like Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. This will be in addition to the shots sent to states, which have in some cases led to gridlock at mass vaccination sites. That was the case in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina last week, but fortunately, the town's mayor knew just who to call to fix it. The manager of a nearby Chick-fil-A, Jerry, took one look at the dysfunctional drive-thru, made some fast food-like changes, and turned the hours-long wait into just 15 minutes. More than 1,000 people received the vaccine that day, and Jerry promises to return to help manage the system for their second dose. A fast food drive-thru was also the inspiration for a very young influencer by the name of Milan Marie, who belted out a now viral quarantine anthem called Leave Me Alone. It's totally made up, but has resonated with those stuck at home. It might also be the new theme song for your cat. Pets have been helping many people feel less lonely during the lockdown, but according to a new study published in PLOS Medicine, your feline friends might be pretty fed up with all the constant attention from humans. Some are hissing and clawing, others are running into walls or repetitively licking and scratching themselves. According to the study, there's no easy fix, but if your cat seems to fit the bill, it suggests playing it cool for a while and waiting for the cat to come to you. By now, you've no doubt heard some of the hoopla surrounding GameStop. The company's stock recently soared 1,600% when a group of individual investors joined forces to prove Wall Street wrong about the company's future. College student Hunter Khan was among those who got rich quick and cashed out, but he's decided to pay his good fortune forward. With some of the money he made, he bought and donated 6 Nintendo Switches, games, gift cards, screen protectors, and cases to Children's Minnesota Hospital in Minneapolis, and he's encouraging others who profited to follow his lead. In other KidNuz notes, the man who turned Amazon from an online bookstore into the world's go-to site for just about everything is stepping down. Founder and CEO Jeff Bezos says he'll pass the torch and take a lesser role this summer so he can focus more on his Blue Origin spaceship company and the Washington Post newspaper. Wakanda Forever is coming to the small screen. According to The Wrap, the director of the blockbuster movie and its sequel is now partnering with Walt Disney to make a Black Panther TV series. So far, there's no word on timing. And a seasoned hot pepper popper has just broken another record. Canadian Mike Jack just made history again, this time for downing 3 Carolina Reapers in less than 10 seconds. Guinness declared the fiery fruit hottest in the world back in 2017, with each being at least 187 times hotter than the average jalapeno. That's it for Kid News. Now our Kid News quiz. What's the name of Staten Island's weather-predicting groundhog? Chuck, but his pre-taped prognostication didn't sit well with social media. How many cardboard cutouts will be in the stands for the Super Bowl? 30,000 next to 25,000 real fans. Who helps speed up a vaccine drive-thru in South Carolina? The manager of a nearby Chick-fil-A. How much hotter is a Carolina Reaper pepper than a jalapeno? According to Guinness Books, it's at least 187 times as fiery. In one for the road, another reminder to read the warning on that package of Bunchums. Don't know what they are? They're those sticky little balls that connect together like Velcro. Sounds innocent enough until your twin brother drops a binful of them on your head, just because. Abigail ended up with 150 balls layered and tangled in her long tresses. Even with mineral oil, conditioner, and a detangling comb, it took her mom, who admits to having an out-of-body experience, 20 full hours to end the gnarly nightmare. Brother Noah is really sorry, and Mom Lisa is on a mission to warn other unsuspecting families to heed the Bunchum fine print where it says, "Keep away from hair, may become entangled." Before we go, time for our Kid News teacher shout-outs, and we want to thank teachers for their patience. Today's shout-outs go to California for Mrs. Morris at La Entrada Middle School and Mrs. Watkins at Laurel Elementary, both in Menlo Park, Mrs. Adams and her fun bunch at Frank Wright in El Monte, to Georgia for Julie Wood at Johnson Elementary in Columbus, and hello to Mrs. Swertniak at Morrisonville Grade School in Morrison, Illinois. Thanks for listening. We hope you tune in for more Kid News tomorrow morning.